Ken Griffin with Citadel Securities has now officially lied under oath, and retail investors are calling on the SEC more than ever to press charges or take some level of action against them. So this could turn out to be a huge potential win for AMC, but we will have to wait and see about that. But we're going to break down that whole situation for you guys, as well as go over a data update with AMC, because we are at a very critical level as far as technicals are concerned. We are seeing very low volume for the day, a lot of uncertainty in the markets, but we will go over everything you guys need to know revolving around this situation. So let's not waste any time getting into it. Tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button for me if you want to help push this video out to as many people as possible. I think a lot of apes, all apes, will get a high level of value out of this video. So let's get straight into it. First things first, Ken Griffin lied under oath. This article right here, I will link this down below in the description. It says Ken Griffin lied about Robinhood communications during halts. He essentially said that Citadel had no communication with Robinhood, and that has turned out to be a lie. We actually went over this as some of these messages through email with Vlad and his COO at Robinhood, Gretchen Howard. A lot of this does look familiar to you guys. We obviously went over this on this channel, but I do want to point out some other details. And today this is trending on Twitter. It is #1 on Twitter right now. A document was just released showing messages between Vlad and Robinhood COO Gretchen Howard in regards to Citadel making demands on limiting payment for order flow back in January. The conversation that shows Vlad stating, "Maybe this could be a good time for me to chat with Ken Griffin." Ken Griffin lied under oath by stating Citadel had no communication with Robinhood in regards to the halts on AMC and GameStop back in January. Hedge funds have since been over-leveraging their short positions while manipulating AMC and GameStop stock price through the illicit use of naked shorting and dark pool trading. Retail investors are now looking at regulators to take a serious action, and that is an understatement, guys. There is going to be some level of action due to this, and I'm sure the SEC is already on this. They're a little bit sleepy. They take a while, as we do know, 8 months for this document to actually be released to prove to all investors out there that they did lie under oath. I'm sure the SEC knew about this a long time ago, so let's just wait and see what is going to happen. Now, right here, will the SEC protect retail investors from market manipulation? Many of you have been tagging the SEC, Gary Gensler, and even POTUS on Twitter. Now it's time for the community to see what measures are taken by our government leaders to protect its people. Odds are, like I said, it will be a long time before measures are actually taken. A tweet right here that is getting a lot of attention as well. It comes from Jim Schwawow, I don't know if I'm saying that right. It says, "Everyone is. You wouldn't believe the convo we had with Citadel. Total mess." This right here, this is definitive proof that Citadel lied under oath. If they're lying under oath to Congress, what else are they lying about? What else are they doing to manipulate stock prices? You cannot be, or you shouldn't morally be or ethically be, a market maker, a hedge fund, and be able to route orders literally to yourself and play this huge advantage in the marketplace. So hopefully, if we get some news about this, it could be a big potential catalyst for AMC. But I don't want to get into every single tweet that was said, just because you guys have already heard this, especially if you watch a lot of AMC videos. You guys have seen this days ago, if not about a week ago. So let's get into the information revolving around AMC. And right now is a very critical moment for AMC in general. I do want to point out something for you guys. This is the 100-day moving average. This is this orange line right here. We are hugging this as we do currently speak, as we have throughout this whole trend since we did short squeeze. Coming down right here, these two lowest days about early August, where we did almost touch this, but soon bounce right over this yet again. We are seeing, like I said, we are hugging this line, $37.65. We touched that right here, touched it right here. Now we touched it today, but we did bounce up a little bit from that level. So all in all, we are looking for a break to the downside of this or to the potential upside, as well as this 50-day moving average is right here at this level. So if we do see a move to the upside, a lot of trading algorithms, a lot of technical traders will start to bid AMC up, or aka just buy the stock, right? The trading algorithms, they account for over 70% of all trading volume. We'll start to buy up the stock, pushing it up higher, but we do have to break out past about $41 before that does happen. Even more important than that, we are seeing a super low volume day. 30,890,000 for volume. We have not seen this low of a volume day since early May, back here in between about 20 and 30 million for volume. So we have not seen such a low volume day like we did see today in a very, very long time. Why is that important? When you do see volume really start to die down, you would typically see the price of an overinflated stock, right? We're not going to get into that, but an overinflated stock go down in price. That is simply not happening. Yes, we did go down 1.77% in regular trading, down 0.46% in after hours trading, but relatively speaking, this is only a consolidation phase, and we are really trying to support, like I said, or I should say, either find the support level at $40 per share, or this will become a resistance level. But we will break under this 100-day moving average or break this well above to the upside. So be watching for that. That's what you guys need to know on a technical basis. Now, the short interest, this is very interesting. The short interest is going up yet again at 20.38%. I do estimate this will go up a lot once Ortex does revise its estimates after we did get the exchange reported data that was sent out September 24th, and the free flow on loan was about 19%. So I do expect these estimates to go to about 21 to 22%, as well as the free flow on loan likely to go to about 25%. We are seeing the share utilization at about 87.82%. So there is plenty of shares that are available to be sold short. And I do think since this last drop that we did see from about $53 now down to about $40, about a $13 drop, you've seen a substantial amount of shorting going on, and Ortex is just trying to process all this data to hopefully get it released to us in the next coming days. Obviously, Ortex does have a bad habit of making short interest estimates either jump up a lot or go down a lot on any given day once their programming and their data is more refined. So I do expect a huge increase in short interest, as well as the days to cover is going up, and that is important. We are now at 1.30 days to cover, 1.3 days to cover, and that essentially means if all 104.26 million shares wanted to be covered, it would take 1.3 days to cover. Now, this is actually a good thing. When you see this going up, that means the shorts will take longer to get out of their short position, so potentially making the squeeze last a little bit longer. Now, that's what you guys need to know really from the data behind AMC, as well as another reason why we're not moving around a lot is we just don't see a lot of options activity. If we do go to the Stock O Tracker data, we could see obviously there's not a lot of in the money calls, there's not a lot of in the money puts as well, a lot of out of the money calls, as well as a decent amount of out of the money puts, about 40,000 out of the money puts, 151,000 out of the money calls. But a lot of these calls are placed just too far out of the money to see hedging that is really going to happen. So you're seeing a pretty much neutral effect. You're not seeing much price action be determined or be exacerbated by the options contract. So that's what you guys need to know from a data perspective. But what is going on currently as we do speak is the Senate is voting on a procedural vote at 5:30. That is happening right now. It is 6:18 p.m. when I am filming this, to either pass or not pass the nation's debt limit and avert a government shutdown. But Senate Republicans have insisted that Democrats should act alone to address the debt limit and are expected to block the measure. Why this is important, why I am bringing this to you guys, this is the single biggest thing that is going to affect AMC share price to the upside or the downside. And I mean that by essentially not raising the debt limit is a bad thing. AMC has been correlating the markets lately. When the markets have been selling off, AMC is selling off as well. When the markets are doing good, AMC is also doing good. If this is not passed, and the closer we do get to the government actually running out of money, defaulting on its debt, the more you're going to see the markets get uncertain. Uncertainty leads to the market selling off. The more you could potentially see AMC selling off. But what you guys need to know, odds are this will get passed, and if it's passed, this will be a huge catalyst for AMC and the overall market to continue on its upward trajectory and possibly even hit all-time high. So it's not all doom and gloom, but Republicans are not going to pass this unless the Democrats do budge a little bit, and we'll split these into separate bills. So that's what you guys need to know. Right now, it's not looking too good, but I still put it at about a 75 to 85% chance this will ultimately get passed, and we will not have a default. Now, another way you can think about this as well is Evergrande defaulted on their bonds for about, $300 billion worth of debt. Imagine the United States defaulting on trillions of dollars of debt payments. It's going to be a very bad thing. You guys already know how the markets reacted when Evergrande did come close to defaulting. They actually did not pay their last bond notes that was on Thursday, but they have a 30-day grace period. So that is what you guys need to know from that. Just watch out to see what does come about with this vote that is happening today. We are seeing futures down slightly right now. A lot of investors, just this uncertainty alone, a lot of people don't want to buy stocks. They don't want to sell stocks right now. But once we get more clarity on this, the more, like I said, uncertainty, fear that does grow in the markets, the longer this does take to actually pass and continue to fund and raise the debt ceiling of the government, the more you're going to see investors start to sell off assets. That's where you're going to see AMC price either be influenced to the upside or the potential downside. As we do know, forget negative beta. That simply does not play a role in a very fearful market as we do have right now. So that is what you guys need to know. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. If you do, consider subscribing to the channel as well as like the video to help push this video out to as many people as possible. Also, if you guys want to get access in real time to all of my trades as well as the communities trades, check out the link down below for the buy and sell alerts. It literally pays for itself over and over and over and over again. Also, if you guys want to directly support the channel, link for public as well as a link for Weeble. So with all that being said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day.